Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time in
Your
this
head, boy.
Sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You go back out there and to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is...
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
So close with that uppercut. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. There it is. Whoa, wait a minute. Sonny Edwards is certainly in some real trouble here. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Close to this fight, and now you're right back into it. Now, is it tough?
The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Ooh, that really hurt Sonny. And Sonny Edwards is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Good one. Not Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the respect.
Mistakes and switch up immediately.
On to the fourth we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Jab does not score. And they are giving us action. A perfect counter shot. That jab doesn't score. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That right hook won't score. Do you believe this? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. On to the fifth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Drop their guard, they get caught. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Both men step back for just a moment. The perfect counter lands. Catch it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away.
Let's start the sixth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
His stamina is off the charts. Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
As those gloves up high, that's what you want to do. Protect yourself at all times. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knock. Round 7, here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That punch landed. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of...
And we enter the 8th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
Sit your ass down!
And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, Perfect. That must hurt.